If you're enrolling a high school student in Acellus Academy, it's important to understand the graduation requirements and to align the courses your student is taking with those requirements so that they can graduate. Now, Acellus Academy offers two different graduation pathways depending on the goals of the student. Our standard pathway requires a student to earn 24 credits, and this is a standard high school diploma. It's recommended for students that might be headed to the workforce, or maybe they're going to attend a junior college after graduating. The other pathway is called our honors pathway. The honors pathway requires students to take more rigorous coursework, and it's aligned with the type of coursework that would be expected of a student applying to a competitive four-year university. In addition to requiring some additional classes and harder classes, the honors pathway requires students to meet a minimum GPA of 3.0. Now, in Acellus Academy, we offer a lot of high school courses. There are so many different options depending on the student's career goals, their interests, and to help you navigate this, we've created a tool called the High School Education Plan. And as the parent, you get to take a very active role in steering your student's high school education. There are a lot of classes in Acellus that are offered in trade schools or colleges that your student can begin taking while still in high school. And choosing these classes could give your student a real advantage as they transition from a secondary education to the workforce or to college. Now, to access the High School Education Plan tool, you need to sign in as a parent, click Manage Account, and if your student is 13 years old or older, you'll see this tool available to you. Now, once you begin creating the High School Education Plan, the first step is to put in information about your student's career goals. And this helps you to align the plan with the goals that your student has after graduating. Now, you might say, well, my student doesn't know what they want to do. They haven't decided yet. And this is a great time to stop and think about it. Even if the student is going to change their goal, if you can begin to bring those goals into focus, then it allows you to customize your student's plan of study to choose courses that are going to move them down the path of achieving that goal. Now, you can also select that you haven't decided yet, and that's perfectly fine. But if you can put in as much information as possible, this will help you to make the plan more personalized and relevant for your student. Now, in some cases, your student may have earned high school credits by attending another high school, and Acellus Academy gives you the option to import those credits to help fulfill the graduation requirements. If your student attended Power Homeschool and completed Acellus courses, you can actually put in your student's Acellus ID from Power Homeschool, and it will automatically import those completed high school credits right into your student's education plan. Now, if your student has attended a traditional high school, you can get a copy of that student's transcript. You need that transcript in order to complete this next step because you're going to import the credits that you want to bring over to Acellus Academy. If you don't have that transcript in hand yet, go ahead and save your progress in the education plan, get a copy of that transcript, and you can resume right from where you left off. Now, it's important to put in every credit just the way you see it on the transcript, because as you put it into this system, it's going to help you then identify which graduation requirements have been met and which courses you still need to complete through Acellus Academy. So take the time to make sure everything is entered correctly and that the grade is entered properly as well. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that in order for Acellus Academy to accept a transfer credit, your student needs to have earned at least a C- or higher. D credits won't be acceptable for transfer because we want to ensure that your student has a solid education in their classes, and if you earned a D, it means you have an opportunity to take that class in Acellus Academy and really master that material. Once you've inputted your transfer credits, you can advance to the next step and upload a copy of the transcript from your student's previous high school. The plan of study is where you will customize the courses that your student is going to take through Acellus Academy. And as you scroll through the list, you'll see the credit requirement in each subject area, and then you'll see the various course options that are available through Acellus Academy for your student to take. And this allows you to put a lot of personalization into which courses your student will take through Acellus Academy. One thing that's worth noting is that some students want to take a lot more than the required core subjects. For example, in math, if there are 3 credits required, some students may want to take 6 credits. And you have that flexibility in Acellus Academy to take up to 2 years of calculus while in high school. And any credits that you take in a core subject area that is beyond the number required, those will just be counted toward the elective requirement below. Once you've customized your plan of study, you can advance, and that's the last step in creating a high school education plan. Now, in our system, we will create a PDF copy of this plan that you can print out and have as an easy reference for the coursework your student is going to take. On the last page of the high school education plan, there are also personalized recommendations and resources to help your student prepare for the post-secondary goal that they've selected. This education plan is intended to be a tool to help you navigate your high school journey through Acellus Academy. Now, once you've created your education plan, a new link will appear in the parent portal under Manage Account called Progress Toward Graduation. This is an easy way to see which classes your student still needs to take to graduate. Now, in this section, you also have the ability to add or drop classes so that as your student completes courses, you can be putting them in the next class that will help them fulfill their graduation requirements. Once all of the graduation requirements have been met, you can click Progress Toward Graduation and submit your graduation application. Now, graduation can occur any time during the school year. When your student meets the requirements, your student is able to graduate. And this means that if you have a highly motivated student who wants to spend their summers studying, you can actually accelerate and finish these coursework requirements faster. It creates a lot of opportunities for students to become self-directed learners and to really focus in on getting a great and a solid education that will prepare them for the future.